This is an invitation to join a movement propelled by people who care and members who have a share in the place they bank.
Good morning, Sam.
So when you have the chance to get your first home loan, you know an expert will guide you every step of the way. Or when it's time to buy your new car, you'll be treated like more than just a credit score.
Good news, ProFed can get you that payment.
This is an invitation to a place where simply belonging can help enrich your whole community. ProFed Credit Union. You're invited.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
And good evening, everybody. Welcome to Blackhawk Christian School. It's the Blackhawk Christian Braves, taking on the Panthers of Lakewood Park. It's the boys' matchup following the girls' matchup, which just took place a moment ago. That one came down to the wire with Lakewood Park winning 45-42. The Blackhawk Christian boys come into this game at 12-1 on the season. They've won their last two after falling to Homestead earlier this year. That was their only loss of the season. And they're going to announce the starting lineups right now.
Number 22 at 6'1", senior Levi Hindle. Number 5, a 6-foot senior Grant Merkel. Number 11, a 5'8" senior Blake Miller. Number 10, a 6'3" junior, Isaiah Bland. And number 21, a 5'11" junior, Carter Harmon. And now, the starting lineup for your Blackhawk Christian Braves. He wears number 24, 6'3", the senior, Zane Burke. At 6 foot, senior number 34, Marcus Davidson. A 6'1", senior number 5, Kellen Wood. And wearing number 32, a 6'3", junior, Jake Boyer. And standing 6'10", is the senior number 3, Caleb Burke.
So those are the starting lineups as the Braves and Panthers have been introduced. Second game of our doubleheader here at Blackhawk Christian School. I mentioned Blackhawk Christian is 12-1. Lakewood Park is 5-5 coming into this game. Their head coach is Steve Oberlin. However, he's not here tonight. One of his assistant coaches, Ryan Hindle, is stepping in as the interim head coach. Ryan Hindle gets the pleasure of coaching two of his sons on this team, both Levi Hindle, the senior, and his younger brother Cameron Hindle, a sophomore. Mark Davidson, the head coach of the Braves, gets the pleasure of coaching his sons. His son Marcus Davidson is a senior on this team and one of the top scorers on this team. He's also got a son, Jimmy Davidson, who is a sophomore and may very well get some increased minutes as the years go on. Mark Davidson also got to coach his son Frankie as Caleb first wins the tip to Zane Burke, and Burke scores right off the inbound. The Braves waste no time getting on the board. And right off the turnover, right off the inbound, Caleb first able to put it in. Back-to-back points for the Braves, and there's a double dribble called on Lakewood Park. A pretty good start to this game so far. Braves score right off the tip with Zane Burke, and then right off the inbound with Caleb first getting the bucket. And then a turnover following that by the Panthers. And by the way, head coach Mark Davidson of the Braves used to serve as the head coach at Lakewood Park. There's Callan Wood from downtown. Like I said, Davidson spent 2 years as the head coach at Lakewood Park, built him up to, it was a 17-win team in his second season, and obviously has built Blackhawk Christian up into a strong competitive team. They won state 2 years ago. And the 3 top scorers on this year's team were key role players on that team. Caleb First was the second leading scorer. That ball right into the hands of Jake Boyer. Boyer feeds it over to First, looking to go baseline. Couldn't get the roll. Traveling is the call off the rebound. That's 2 turnovers, actually 3 turnovers so far on Lakewood Park. And we're just over a minute into play. A zip pass into Marcus Davidson. In and out on the 3. A great look he had, and then a little touch shot by Caleb First for the putback. Caleb First already with 4 points. It doesn't take long to get him going. This is the third of a 5-game homestand for Blackhawk Christian. That ball stolen away by Zane Burke. Burke racing down the floor, going to take it all the way, and he was fouled. Zane Burke will head to the free throw line. We're going to call that foul on number 21. That is Carter Hartman. I beg your pardon, Harmon. And Burke is able to splash home the free throw. Usually doesn't take long to get him going either. Burke averages over 17 points a game. He can score from the inside. He can knock it down from the outside. And he just knocked down 2 free throws to make it an 11-0 lead for Blackhawk Christian. Davidson, the stingy defender, forced the turnover, or did he? That ball's still loose. And now it goes out of bounds, and it's not a turnover. Lakewood Park keeps the possession. Marcus Davidson, the coach's son, with some scrappy play there off the inbound, but the Panthers keep the possession. This is Blake Miller bringing it across the timeline for the Panthers. His pass goes out of bounds. This is Davidson who brings it across the timeline. He feeds that one over to Caleb First. Zip pass over to Davidson. Back to Burke. He likes to shoot from out there, but didn't really have the look there. Instead, he finds Boyer. Boyer with a second chance. Putback won't go. Boyer with a third chance. Feeds that one out to Burke. Callan Wood's already hit a 3 in this game, and why not take another one? Second triple of the game for Callan Wood. And it's going to be a special day for him on Monday, but that's a special play by Zane Burke right off the inbound. Zane Burke with the steal and the bucket. Blackhawk Christian not making it easy for the Panthers, and they've gotten a couple of steals off of inbounds in this one. We're going to show them to you here on our Traction AP replay during this timeout. I believe that timeout was called by the Panthers. That was Callan Wood who forced the turnover there, and then Caleb First able to put it home. So good at dunking the basketball, but really he's just good at scoring around the rim. And the most recent turnover forced by the Braves. Great defense by Caleb First, and that one went right into the hands of Zane Burke. And Zane Burke tried to elevate for a First-esque dunk. He got the 2 points no matter how you stack it. Burke's 6'3". He's not a little guy by any means, but not nearly as big as Caleb First. He's 6'10". They feed it inside, and that goes off the hands of Burke and out of bounds. Well, I mentioned Monday's going to be a special day for Callan Wood. He's going to be signing his letter of intent to play baseball at University of St. Francis. Done good work on the basketball court tonight, but Callan Wood, when he gets to the next level, he'll be playing baseball. Feed that one over to the corner. And the jumper is good. That's a 3 ball for Carter Harmon. Long pass to Wood. First left open. He's going to fire a three. No good. He's a good jump shooter, but he doesn't take a lot of threes. Davidson's going to fire from downtown. His shot too strong. Burke chases it down. He raced in to grab that rebound and then rifled it to Callan Wood. Burke on the drive. Feeds it out to first. Wood has hit 2 of his threes, make it 3. Callan Wood, 3 triples in the game. I believe he's done all his scoring from downtown. That 3 no good. And here's Marcus Davidson the other way, trying to beat the pack. Makes a move, finds Boyer. Blocked on the inside. Levi Hindle with the block and back the other way. I think that was Hindle. No, check that. It was Harmon. Carter Harmon with the bucket down low. 19-5. The Braves lead it. We've got 3:54 and counting to play in this first quarter. Extra pass to first. And now Zane Burke off the shot fake, drives to the basket. Oh, couldn't get the shot to fall rather, and Boyer will get the putback. Jake Boyer gets on the board for the first time. Braves have been consistent with this full court press, but the Panthers beat it. Contested at the rim, but the shot goes. Isaiah Bland. Davidson looking inside, and he finds Callan Wood way back near half court. Boyer draws a double team. Tries to go to work against it. Wood will fire again. Not this time. He hit his first 3, and that was his first miss from downtown. Hindle feeds it off. And that 3 ball no good by Levi Hindle. It was Cameron Hindle who fed it to him. First run of the floor, and Callan Wood able to finish. The Braves have broken it open in the first quarter. And how about Caleb First, the big man playing the role of point guard, but right back on the other end, it's Carter Harmon from downtown. That's 2 threes in the game for Lakewood Park. They work it down to First on the baseline. He finds Davidson. Wood left open again, and you give him that many looks, he'll make you pay. Callan Wood has had great look after great look in this game. He's 4 of 5 from beyond the arc, and that ball's out of bounds. Last touch by the Panthers. Blake Miller checks into the game for Lakewood Park, and Wood will put it in play. He finds First. Wood's going to fire again. Why not? 5 triples in the first quarter alone for Callan Wood. What a period he's put together, and that's Davidson who steals it away. Turnovers aplenty forced by the Braves. Here's First going to work on that baseline, but he stepped out. He ran out of real estate. Caleb First loves to utilize that baseline, but it only works if you keep your feet inside the line. That's Harmon across the timeline. He'll back it out. 1.5 minutes to go in this first quarter. The feed inside to Harmon. He's double-teamed and turns it over. That's Davidson. 2 on 3. Davidson will slow it down. Wood will try again. Not this time. Isaiah Bland with the rebound. Well, Mark Davidson no doubt is glad that he gets to coach Callan Wood, but watching a performance like this, he might be asking the question, hey, Callan, if you're going to St. Francis, how come you're not going to play on the hardwood? Like I said, he's going to St. Francis to play baseball, and he's signing his letter of intent on Monday. As Marcus Davidson brings this across the timeline. Feeds it over to Wood. Wood was thinking about the 3 and almost fired it. That's knocked away, but right into the hands of Davidson. Burke off the catch and shoot. Hits the jumper. We're inside the final minute of the first quarter, and that's a steal by Jake Boyer. Extra pass. Wood tries again. comes up short. Foul on the rebound. I think they're getting Jake Boyer for that one. And they are indeed. Seems as though Blackhawk Christian has almost done no wrong in this game, but that's the first foul against the Braves. And more full court pressure by the Braves, and that's a foul on the press break attempt by Miller. He was fouled by First. And checking into the game is Michael Cruz. Look to put it in play. That's Merkel who puts it in play. Up ahead to Harmon. Wood able to chase him down. Pass is knocked away and out of bounds. What a play that was by Callan Wood getting his hands up. Callan Wood with 5 threes all in this first quarter. And he has had one good look after another. He's actually 5 for 8, I believe. Seemed like he could do no wrong from beyond the arc. Nice little ball fake there by Grant Merkel, and he puts it home. And now Blackhawk may hold for the final shot. Burke off the catch and shoot, no good. And this first quarter is going to come to an end. Little baseball-style shot there to end the quarter. Callan Wood exploded for 5 threes in that quarter. That's a big reason why Blackhawk Christian leads at 31-12. Back after this on SummitCitySports.com.
This is an invitation to join a movement propelled by people who care and members who have a share in the place they bank.
Good morning, Sam.
So when you have the chance to get your first home loan, you know an expert will guide you every step of the way. Or when it's time to buy your new car, you'll be treated like more than just a credit score.
Good news, ProFed can get you that payment.
This is an invitation to a place where simply belonging can help enrich your whole community. ProFed Credit Union. You're invited.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
31-12, and already Mark Davidson is digging into his bench. And not only is he digging into it, he's digging deep into it. Gage Sefton is in the game along with Luke Mormon. Andrew McIntosh also in the game. The only starter that's on the floor right now for Blackhawk Christian is Jake Boyer. This is probably not going to be a permanent breather for Davidson's starters, but when you open up with a 31-12 first quarter, starters may get an early, well-deserved rest. That basket is good on the inside. Cameron Hindle with the bucket. And it was Callan Wood who exploded for 5 threes in that first quarter. He's on the bench right now. They get it inside to Boyer. Boyer with a tough shot, and it goes right around the rim, and it drops for Jake Boyer. He's the only starter on the floor right now for Blackhawk Christian. He is up to 4 points for the game. What a good chance to get your young guys some minutes, especially since the starting lineup is so senior-heavy for Blackhawk Christian. Caleb First, Zane Burke, Marcus Davidson, Callan Wood, they're all seniors. Jake Boyer is the only starter for Blackhawk Christian who stands to return next year. Good defense there by Andrew McIntosh. And he's also a senior. He gets some good minutes off the bench. Lewis Jones with some good D there. That's knocked out of bounds by Boyer. And the Panthers will keep the possession, and they'll get a sub into the game. That's Grant Merkel checking in. Some updates for you. Looks like New Haven's got a 14-10 lead over Norwell, and also Lures with an 8-3 lead over Concordia. That ball's nearly taken away. Diving to the floor is McIntosh. He's got it. Good hustle by McIntosh, and here goes Sefton down the baseline. No good. Out of bounds. Blackhawk Christian ball. The bench rose to its feet there. And halfway off those chairs. With 6:30 to go, Blackhawk Christian keeps the possession. Counted and a foul, Jake Boyer. Back-to-back buckets for Boyer. And I know it's early in the quarter, but even with the starters by and large on the bench, the Braves outscoring the Panthers 4-2 here in the second quarter, and that could become 5-2 if Boyer has anything to say about it from the free throw line. And that free throw is good. This is Coben Moriarty across the timeline. That's a tough catch by Carter Harmon. 3-ball from the corner. It's short. And back the other way comes Boyer. Check that. That was not Boyer. That was McIntosh. Sefton hanging in the air. He scores. Gage Sefton. The sophomore wing who gets a lot of really good minutes off the bench and usually plays very well off the bench for Blackhawk Christian. You normally see him, well, you'll see him come in the second quarter. You'll often see him come in late in games. That's Boyer with the steal. He jumped the lane like a safety in zone coverage, and Sefton left it short. Putback is no good. Sefton snags the rebound among three black shirts. And McIntosh gets to the bucket. The Blackhawk backups putting on a show in the second quarter. 3-ball no good. That's Jones with the rebound. Gets it up the floor to Boyer. Boyer spinning in, kicks it out. McIntosh, the floater, left it short. Sefton crashes for the board, left that one short. Another board. Jump ball. Possession arrow keeps it with Blackhawk. You got to like Sefton's activity on the offensive glass. That's 2 offensive rebounds in 1 possession. I believe he had a similar type of fate the possession before. Hook shot no good from Jake Boyer, and a foul on the loose ball. I think they're going to get Lewis Jones for that one. Blackhawk Christian head coach Mark Davidson served as the head coach at Lakewood Park in 2002 and 2012. Led him to a 17-6 campaign his second year. They were 13-9 his first year. No doubt has some good memories from there. Another turnover forced by Blackhawk Christian. Sefton a little bit short on the finger roll. But he hits the reverse on the putback. Stick to it, young man. Gage Sefton puts it home. That's 4 points this quarter for Sefton. A tough shot on the interior. Knocked right into the arms of Luke Mormon. We've got 4:22 to go in this second quarter. Mormon looking for the blow-by. Left it short. And Mark Davidson with a few things to say to Andrew McIntosh. But while he does so, Luke Mormon is at the free throw line. Mormon is a 6'1" senior guard. And I mentioned that Callan Wood from Blackhawk Christian, he's going to be signing his letter of intent on Monday to play college baseball. This Blackhawk Christian baseball program has won 3 straight titles. Span of 5 years, they won those 3 straight titles as Mormon is able to knock down both free throws. That ball goes out of bounds. Hit hard off the wall, and it'll go back to Blackhawk Christian with 4 minutes, 8 seconds to go in the second quarter. They got Luke Mormon running the point. Lob inside. Spinning in as McIntosh got it. Andrew McIntosh off the bench. He's got 4 points this quarter. Couple behind the back dribbles. They feed it outside. That's Carter Harmon. And I tell you what, it'll be interesting to see how Blackhawk Christian plays this out in the third quarter. Do they let these same 5 guys come back out on the floor, or do they bring the starters back out for any point of the third quarter? Now, those starters will have had a good long rest. As depending on when they come, or if they come back in the second quarter, they'll still had a good long rest if they come back in. But will that rest last throughout the entire second quarter, or will they come back late in the quarter perhaps? But the backups have been doing just fine. That's a tough shot by Boyer. Puts it back on the offensive glass, and a foul. Nine points for Jake Boyer, and he has worked hard on that offensive glass in this second quarter. The Braves have a 34-point lead. Free throw is good. That's 10 points for Boyer. He's now the second Blackhawk Christian player to reach double figures. The other being Callan Wood. Little pull-up jumper, no good. And it's Boyer who comes down with the rebound. Able to keep control of the basketball. Kind of an off-balance pass there to Moorman. And then McIntosh stepped out of bounds, it looks like. And now the Braves will get one of those starters back into the game. That's Callan Wood. But one of the other starters will come off the floor. That's Jake Boyer, and he gets a well-earned rest. He's been out on the floor for a long time, and that time he's been on the floor, he's been putting in some good work. Now, Callan Wood put in plenty of good work in the first quarter with 5 made threes. Foul called along the baseline, and this isn't exactly Callan Wood's last hoorah when it comes to basketball. But it kind of sort of feels that way or it probably does, because he's signing his letter of intent to play baseball, even though there's more of the basketball season left, and Callan Wood will, I would imagine, be a part of that. But he'll be a part of the baseball program in college. That's Sefton with a steal. Can he get to the rim? He does! Gage Sefton, the sophomore, the elevation. And the Braves will break 50 points before we get to halftime. And again, it's largely the backups who've been on the floor this second quarter. Wood with the contest. And they go back the other way, looking for Sefton. Has it knocked away this time. He was double-teamed inside the paint. And stolen away by Sefton. He forces a turnover on the defensive end for Blackhawk. Lewis Jones on the catch and shoot, no good. Coben Moriarty with the rebound for the Panthers. Double team comes. That was Jones and Sefton who were guarding Moriarty. Here's Moriarty around the screen. A catch and shoot 3 by Cameron Hindle. Drive to the basket. Moorman puts it home. Hindle across the timeline. Has it stolen, and that's Callan Wood who comes up with it. Sefton wants another one, and he was fouled. He had the transition dunk not long ago, and he wanted another one, but instead he's going to get himself a trip to the free throw line. 1 minute, 7 seconds left to play in this second quarter. Only starter on the floor right now for Blackhawk Christian is Callan Wood, as Jake Boyer, I don't think he even went to the bench at any point since this game started until this second quarter, and it was late in the first quarter when he did so. Sefton goes 2 for 2. Braves already at 55 points for the first half, 55-17. They lead Lakewood Park, and we're inside the final minute of the first half. The feed inside to Miller. Tough shot, contested shot, but an offensive rebound by Cameron Hindle. Kept alive by Merkel, but not for long. The feed to Wood. He lost it. And Merkel was there to recover, and a foul is called. And it's going to be on Callan Wood. It's only his first foul, 6-team foul on Blackhawk Christian. And they get it into Blake Miller. Only 2 starters have been on the floor for Blackhawk Christian in this second quarter, and they were not on the floor at the same time. Callan Wood came in with about 2.5 minutes to go in the quarter, giving a breather to Jake Boyer. He played the first 6.5 minutes of the quarter. High pass to McIntosh. That's Sefton from the corner, no good. Offensive board, Lewis Jones, and he's going to the line. That's the first foul on Blake Miller, 6-team foul on Lakewood Park, and it'll send Lewis Jones to the free throw line. He hits the first one. Lewis Jones is a junior, and he may be one of those guys who sees time as a starter next year. Braves have 6 seniors, 4 of them in the starting lineup. And a 40-point lead for the Blackhawk Christian Braves. The fact that you got all those seniors set to graduate may be one reason as to why Mark Davidson is digging into his bench here in the second quarter. Blake Miller able to save that one. Quarter comes to an end. The shot no good by Michael Cruz. A commanding first half put together by the Blackhawk Christian Braves, and they were able to continue riding their momentum even with the backups on the court. Only 2 starters played that entire second quarter, and neither of them played at the same time. We'll see how many minutes the starters get in the third quarter. Blackhawk Christian doing just fine, though, 57-17. Now we'll go ahead and get in a word from our sponsors that allow us to do these games that we get to do here on SummitCitySports.com. Today's broadcast is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260Sports, like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Kelly Automotive Group is Indiana's #1 automotive group with over 1,000 new vehicles and 500 pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Please visit DriveKelly.com. Simple, transparent, and reliable. Tom Steele Tire has been servicing the Fort Wayne area for over 40 years. They will help you find the perfect tire for your vehicle and other auto repair services like brakes, wheel alignments, engine diagnostics, and more. Big Eyed Fish has been around the Northeast Indiana area for generations. Like their Facebook pages for updated promotions and enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment at Big Eyed Fish. Right now it's the Braves of Blackhawk Christian who are enjoying a 57-17 lead, trying to win their 3rd straight home game. It's one of 5 consecutive home games that the Braves will play before their next road game. We'll be back after this break on SummitCitySports.com.
About the place that it put us, and the quarantine hit, and we knew we had guys that were going to work hard at home, but just the idea that we could get a lot of them together working hard at a location with people that know what they're doing was really beneficial. And I think that training did a great job for those guys to kind of get the ball rolling for them, and they came back in the end of June, early July, and it's like they hadn't missed a beat. They're flexible, they're fast, and ready to lift and run and start playing football, so it was a huge benefit for us.
To gain an edge on your competition, it starts with a free one-on-one performance assessment. Call 260-266-4007. Parkview Sports Medicine. Become more.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
Someday, you'll get your knee replaced. Someday, a new hip. Someday can be sooner than you think. At Parkview Ortho Hospital, we want to help you get moving again. So we offer a full range of options for joint pain, including outpatient joint replacements and personalized solutions. It's time to reclaim your life. at Parkview Ortho Hospital, because someday is today. Learn more at parkview.com/ortho. Parkview, we believe in.
We are at halftime. Blackhawk Christian with a 57-17 lead over Lakewood Park, and most of the starters got the entire second quarter off. They got to play pretty much all the way through the first quarter, but in the second quarter, Jake Boyer was the only starter to come out onto the floor, had a pretty good second quarter, and then Callan Wood came in to take his place late in the quarter. Other than that, it was Gage Sefton, Lewis Jones, Luke Mormon, and Andrew McIntosh, who got a lot of the minutes for Blackhawk Christian in that second quarter. Getting a few more words from our sponsor here before we go any further. Sponsors, I should say. You're invited to join ProFed Credit Union, where we get to know you to better serve you. Sign up online in 5 minutes or stop by a branch. Join ProFed today and start owning your financial future at profedcu.org. At Ottenweller Contracting, we invest in our customers by providing peace of mind during the entire process from bid to build. Visit OttenwellerContracting.com for more information. Summit Volleyball trains and builds the highest quality volleyball players in the area. From ages 5 to 18, our players are equipped with elite-level skills and a foundation of life skills. Jump on board. Together, we can reach the summit. Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning is dedicated to providing the best possible solution for your home or business, a system and solution that fits your unique needs. Visit AndersonCoolHeat.com. An update on what's going on around our Summit City Sports coverage. New Haven leads Norwell 30-22 at halftime, and it looks like Concordia's got a 25-18 lead over Bishop Luers, although that may have been updated. It has. It's actually 26-22 since that update. In the meantime, we'll show you some of our replays brought to you by Traction Athletic Performance. And we've got a good number of them to show you. Here's what happened right off the inbound. It didn't take long for Blackhawk Christian to score in this game. That's Caleb First there to tip it off. He tips it right to Zane Burke, and Burke does the rest. Gets it right to the bucket and caps off that opening tip with 2 points. Give the Blackhawk Christian Braves a 2-0 lead, but then we'll show you the back end of that replay here in just a second. Shortly after that bucket, Callan Wood causes the turnover, and Caleb First is able to cap that turnover off. So a 4-point start to this game for Blackhawk Christian. Actually, I believe they scored the first 16 points of this game. Yeah, 16-0 run for the Braves of Blackhawk Christian. That's a big reason as to why they're up by this 57-17 score and this lead that they have. Now, one of the reasons that Blackhawk Christian has been so successful in this game has been the great shooting of Callan Wood. He's at 5 threes in this game. We'll show you one of them, and it's been pretty much one good look after another. Caleb First finds him here, and then right after inbounding the ball, Callan Wood gets in great position to hit the three. And like I said, 5 threes in the game for Callan Wood. What a night he's having, and he's going to have a special day on Monday because he's going to be signing his letter of intent to play college baseball. That'll be at University of St. Francis where he gets to play. And it'll be interesting to see if the Braves bring the starters back out on the floor here in the third quarter or if they stick with the backups. Only played 2 of their starters in that second quarter. Callan Wood and Jake Boyer got on the floor, and neither of them were on the floor at the same time. We'll be back after this break. You're watching high school basketball here on SummitCitySports.com.
This is an invitation to join a movement propelled by people who care. and members who have a share in the place they bank.
Good morning, Sam.
So when you have the chance to get your first home loan, you know an expert will guide you every step of the way. Or when it's time to buy your new car, you'll be treated like more than just a credit score.
Good news, ProFed can get you that payment.
This is an invitation to a place where simply belonging can help enrich your whole community. ProFed Credit Union. You're invited.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Back here at Blackhawk Christian, it is just about time to start the third quarter. Getting one more word from one of our sponsors. Beg your pardon, we'll just go ahead and start the third quarter instead. Getting those words from the rest of our sponsors as we get closer toward the end of this game. Starters are back out there on the floor for Blackhawk Christian. Contested shot at the rim. First got a piece of that one. I think Lakewood wanted a goaltending call. Might have had an argument there. That looked like it hit the backboard before Caleb first touched it. And it is all five starters who are out there on the floor for Blackhawk Christian. The lob and the jam to Caleb First. One senior to another. Zane Burke lobbed it to him, and First with the flush. Well, I think Caleb First has had plenty of rest. He looked just like his old self there. And a turnover caused by the Braves. That's Davidson and Boyer with the double team, and Davidson able to finish. Marcus Davidson with his first points of the game. A transition bucket for the coach's son. And what a great defensive job he did there. The feed inside. Reverse is good. Levi Hindle with the bucket. Davidson across the timeline. Almost had a little trouble with that dribble there. First, able to find Burke. The lob inside to Jake Boyer, and he's got it. Jake Boyer now has 12 points in the game. He's one of the top scorers in this game for Blackhawk Christian. Could have easily been called a travel, but they do not call it. Burke able to get the turnover. He's got the steal. Zips it up the floor, but it's off the hand of First. .609 to go here in this third quarter. And one thing that's a little bit unusual for Blackhawk Christian is neither Zane Burke nor Marcus Davidson has hit a three in this game. Those are two three-point specialists. That ball's knocked out of bounds. It's a long inbound into the hands of Titus Shively. Check that. That's number 15, Cameron Hindle. And here's Davidson the other way. Callan Wood for three. No good. He had 5 of those in the first quarter, but it's First who gets the offensive rebound. Davidson was thinking about it, instead finds Burke. Little no-look, over-the-shoulder pass, but Boyer couldn't finish. Boyer gets himself another chance. It's out of bounds. The referee touched it. It was headed out of bounds, but it was touched last by Lakewood. So the Braves keep the possession. Burke behind the back. Going to dribble in, feeds it outside. First will try a three. He's got it. Caleb First, the big man. Like I said earlier in this game, he's a good jump shooter. He just doesn't take a lot of threes. But he took that one and made it 66-19. Easy steal for Zane Burke. Davidson sets his feet and fires and drains a three. Nothing but net for Marcus Davidson. Drive to the basket by Hindle. That three ball is no good, and Davidson grabs the rebound. He'll race up the floor. Going to spot up again. Not this time. That three he hit earlier was his first made three of the game. And that one goes off the hands of Carter Hartman and out of bounds, and that hit a fan. Might have hit a couple of fans. I think it hit a fan, but it looks like everybody there is okay. I thought that ball hit a couple of people. But it looks like everyone's okay. We play on. Davidson feeds it to Callan Wood. Long pass from Burke. First, the drive inside. Slips it out to Davidson. Nice little shot fake by Davidson. Spin move by Boyer. Couldn't hit the reverse. And then a foul called off the missed shot. The foul is called on Boyer. That's his second. It's the first team foul of this half on either team. And Caleb First jumps the lane for the steal. Trying to get to the rim, and he jams it home. Caleb First, the steal and the flush. 71-19 in favor of Blackhawk Christian. That's ripped away. Callan Wood got a hand on it, and so did Boyer, and into the hands of Zane Burke. Callan Wood from the corner. Hits a three, his sixth of the game. And a timeout called by Ryan Hindle. And like I said, 6 threes for Callan Wood. It's a full timeout. And while we have a moment, we'll show you a couple of our replays that we have gotten to witness here in this second half. Here's the first one. Almost fresh off the open of the second half. Zane Burke lobs this one inside. The alley-oop to Caleb First. First doing what he's been doing almost his entire Blackhawk Christian career. He'll be playing at Purdue next year. And Caleb First very much involved in this next play you're about to see. These replays, of course, brought to you by Traction Athletic Performance. First jumps the passing lane like a linebacker and then stuffs it home. Caleb First, by the way, has 11 points. And fresh off the timeout, it will be Lakewood Park basketball with 3:32 to play in this third quarter. Braves still have the starters out there on the court. We'll see if they remain out there in the fourth quarter, if the Braves coaching staff goes to the bench. Ripped away underneath, but recovered by Bland. And then Boyer comes up with a loose ball. Davidson will bring it down the floor. Back to Davidson. Was thinking about the three. Instead, he lets Boyer take the shot, and Boyer nails it. Good facilitation by Davidson, and then Boyer able to nail the three, his first of the game. He's been very productive, though, for Blackhawk Christian. First grabs the rebound off the miss. Long pass to Boyer. He's open again. Not this time, though. Boyer, though, gets his own rebound. Finds Davidson. He'll fire, but he comes up short. Burke with the offensive board. He puts it back. Zane Burke active there on the offensive glass. And it's a 60-point lead for Blackhawk Christian. What a dominant performance by the Braves. This is Carter Harmon. Double team comes, that's first. And just barely recovered there by Blake Miller. Miller racing down the lane, contested by first. He didn't get the block, but he made it a difficult shot. Burke off the fake. His pass tipped, and that's a foul on Lakewood. I think they're going to get Cameron Hindle for that one. Nope, they're going to call it on Jake Boyer. Levi Hindle will check into the game, the son of interim head coach Ryan Hindle, an assistant coach filling in for Steve Oberlin. Oberlin, the third-year head coach at Lakewood Park. And able to get to the basket there was Isaiah Bland. First along the baseline. So dangerous in that part of the court. Instead, they work it around to Davidson. Burke off the catch and shoot, nails the jumper. Burke is up to 10 points for the game, and now Mark Davidson is about to dig into his bench at the next stoppage in play. That pass nearly stolen by Davidson. He knocked it into the backcourt, but Miller was able to recover. Double team comes. Miller gets around him. And Boyer takes it away. Burke will bring it across the timeline. Callan Wood fires a three. Might have wanted the bank there, but didn't get it. Burke off the fake, puts it home. That's back-to-back buckets for Zane Burke. Give him 12 points for the game. 83-21, Blackhawk Christian all over Lakewood Park. That's nearly stolen away. Nice defense there by Callan Wood. Little touch shot. That one rolls off the rim. Boyer with the rebound. He'll run point here. Feeds it over to First on the baseline. And First stuffs it home. Caleb First doing what he does so well. He's up to 13 points. And this may be the final shot of the quarter if they get it off. We're down to 1 second. Hindle contested three. Burke might have even gotten a piece of that one. And that's how the third quarter will end. 85-21. It is all Braves. One more quarter to go. Back after this on SummitCitySports.com. (85-21), Blackhawk Christian with the lead over Lakewood Park. Mark Davidson, the Braves head coach, used to coach at Lakewood Park. Spent 2 years as the head coach there. No doubt has some good memories from that. And how about the night that Callan Wood has put in? 6 threes in the game. He's going to be signing his letter of intent to play college baseball this coming Monday. Sefton off the catch and shoot. Drains a three. Gage Sefton comes off the bench and knocks down his third three of the game. What a great team effort this has been. And obviously we know about the Caleb Firsts and the Zane Burks and the Marcus Davidsons and what those guys can do. Callan Wood has put on an incredible show, especially from three-point land. The backups getting an opportunity to show what they can do. Good defense there by Josh First, getting his first minutes of the game, but right from behind comes Cameron Hindle. Loose ball and a foul is called. That's going to go against the Braves. They call it on Gage Sefton. It's his first. Feet inside. First gets in front of the passing lane and gets the steal. And that was Josh First, younger brother of Caleb First. Now, he's a tall kid, but he's 6'6". Caleb's got a few inches on him. Floater in the lane. It's good. Andrew McIntosh. Braves make it to 90 points for this game. And now Ryan Hindle wants a timeout. Well, while they take a timeout, we will take one as well here on SummitCitySports.com.
There are tons of benefits to using compression therapy, but my favorite are speeding up muscle recovery, reducing swelling and inflammation, and improving my athletic performance.
(90-21), Blackhawk Christian on top of Lakewood Park Christian. Lakewood Park Christian School out of Auburn, Indiana. They're affiliated with Lakewood Park Baptist Church. Of course, Blackhawk Christian School is affiliated with Blackhawk Ministries, which I believe used to be known as Blackhawk Baptist Church. That was McIntosh who got the steal, and then Luke Mormon able to score on the other end. I was mentioning how Blackhawk Ministries used to be known as Blackhawk Baptist Church. That was back when David Jeremiah, the well-known televangelist, was the senior pastor at Blackhawk Baptist. Of course, he's now pastoring out in California and hosting his Turning Point broadcast. Levi Hindle looking to put it in play. Pass is tipped and taken away. Lewis Jones comes up with a loose ball, feeds that one out to McIntosh, and he hits a three. And that's all the starters. In fact, everybody on the bench rose to their feet, wanting to see McIntosh knock down a triple, and he did. Around the screen goes Coben Moriarty. Get it back to Hindle. That's Cameron Hindle. He looks to drive inside. Off the hands of Levi Hindle and out of bounds. And, well, the brothers had a few words for each other. Levi Hindle, the older brother of Cameron Hindle. That's a 95-21 lead for Blackhawk Christian. McIntosh off the fake. Got Josh First posting up down low. The lob, that's Sefton. Finds First, open underneath, but he couldn't finish. Well, not really open. The defender was there, Grant Merkel. This is Hindle across the timeline. He's picked up by Lewis Jones. Little zip pass over to Merkel. I believe Grant Merkel has a sister who plays. I believe it's a younger sister who plays on the girls' basketball team for Lakewood Park. And behind the back dribble there by Coben Moriarty. We've got 4:33 and counting to play. Hindle for three, in and out. And Sefton able to grab the rebound. The entry pass into Josh First, leans in, gets it to fall. And Josh First has his first bucket of the game. Younger brother of Caleb First, the outstanding power forward and Purdue commit, I should say. signed his letter of intent earlier this year. He committed to Purdue during last year's regular season. Actually, it was during last year's sectional playoffs when he announced his commitment via Twitter. It was actually in the evening when he made the announcement, like 7 o'clock at night. Foul called on the shot. They're going to call Luke Mormon for that particular foul. But I would imagine that the rest of this fourth quarter, Caleb First and the rest of the starters, such as Zane Burke and Marcus Davidson, are going to get a good, well-deserved breather. Callan Wood had the great performance, 6 threes in this game, 5 of them in the first quarter. That free throw was no good there from Carter Harmon. That one rolls out. Lewis Jones with the rebound. Blackhawk Christian could break 100 in this game. First going for the putback, too strong. Jones trying to go up with it, no good. First, 2 putback efforts, no good. Blackhawk Christian has broken 100 twice this season. That's Sefton who comes up with a steal. Throws it down, a one-handed jam for Gage Sefton. I tell you what, this kid does some good work off the bench, folks. He's got 2 more years of high school ball left. You may see some not only increased minutes, but well-played minutes from him on the floor in the next couple of years. There's a 3 ball on the other end by Levi Hindle. Makes it 99-24. The feed inside to Josh First. Cross-court pass to Jones, a shot fake. Jones has it tipped and taken away. Cameron Hindle with the steal. He comes across the timeline, feeds that one over to Levi Hindle. That shot looked like it was partially blocked, but then First threw out the left arm and committed the foul. That's the 6th-team foul on Blackhawk Christian. They're up by 75 points. Free throw rolls in for Carter Harmon. .224 left to go. Gets both free throws to fall. Their last game, Blackhawk Christian dropped 91 points on Bowman Academy, but they turn it over here into the hands of Hindle. Three from the baseline, comes up short. McIntosh comes up with a rebound, and a couple more subs about to come in off the bench. That's Jimmy Davidson and Josh First able to put it in underneath, and the Braves do get to 100 points, 101. Josh First has 4 points. He gets the steal. First on the run out. Throws it down with a defender trailing. What a play by Josh First. We saw his brother Caleb do something similar to that. Come from behind and get a steal, and we may show that to you at the end of this game with our Traction AP replay. We're about to have the inbound here for Lakewood Park. Josh First getting some congratulations from his coaches. Feed it inside, off the hands of Merkel. Harmon will back this one out. So Blackhawk Christian puts up 103 points in the game at the very least. The other players who just checked in for Blackhawk Christian was Micah Thompson, number 12. To the corner, tough catch by Cruz. That's a long three. It does not go. And the rebound ripped away by Thompson. It went off the hands of Mormon. Mormon using the baseline, and he puts it in. He slipped by everybody. Spinning in is Hindle, and he traveled. 48.9 left to go in this one. Davidson, the feed inside. That's Jones. Jones spins around. Off the glass and good. Micah Thompson with the bucket. 107-26. It'll be an 81-point win. At the very least, I would think. Well, Lakewood Park may have something to say about that. It's an 81-point lead right now. Carter Harmon will let the clock run down. Down to 6 seconds, down to 5, and Blackhawk Christian is going to go to 13-1 on the season. They got 2 more home games as part of this homestand. They'll take on Bishop Dwenger and Woodland before they go on the road to take on Southside at Don Reichert Gymnasium. The final score of 107-26. The Blackhawk Christian Braves win it, and they go to 13-1 on the season. Before we go any further, we'll get in some words from our sponsors that allow us to come out and do these games that we get to do here on SummitCitySports.com. El Azteca Mexican Restaurant has been a Fort Wayne favorite since 1973. El Azteca Mexican recipes are sure to tantalize your taste buds. Visit elaztecarestaurant.com for more. iCryo specializes in whole-body cryotherapy, body sculpting, cryofacials, infrared sauna, and compression therapy services. Compression therapy services, that is. Check out Jalen Smith's signature location on Coliseum Boulevard by Blaze Pizza here in Fort Wayne, Indiana. And Parkview Sports Medicine continues to lead the way in Northeast Indiana. Our specialized sports medicine team offers direct access to physical therapy and sports physicians in our new Parkview Ortho Express Clinic, located at the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse. No referral is needed, which saves you both time and money. Visit ParkviewSportsMedicine.com to learn more. We're going to show you a couple of our replays brought to you by Traction Athletic Performance. Once again, the Blackhawk Christian Braves win this one by a final score of 107-26. Got a couple of replays to show you from the First brothers, and here is the first one, no pun intended. That's Caleb First coming from behind to get the steal, and he takes it to the rim and stuffs it home. Caleb First finishing in double figures for this particular game. He's going to Purdue next year to play college basketball. Signed his letter of intent earlier this year, committed just a year ago. But Caleb's younger brother, Josh First, says, anything you can do, I can do better. Takes it all the way to the rim and stuffs it home. Now, you be the judge as to who did it better there. Was it Caleb? Was it Josh? Like I said, you be the judge. But it's Blackhawk Christian who wins this one 107-26, and they got the backups in the game in both the second quarter and the fourth quarter. The starters played the first quarter and the third quarter. It was largely backups in the second and fourth. Starters put in plenty of good work, but so did the backups. Gage Sefton had himself a great performance off the bench. He's somebody that's probably going to see more minutes as his career goes on. Got 6 seniors set to graduate. 4 of those seniors are starters, so Sefton could see increased minutes next year, maybe even a starting role a year from now. He's gotten some good minutes off the bench so far in his time here at Blackhawk Christian. Well, the final statistics look a little bit something like this. Callan Wood finishes this one with 20 points, 6 threes in the game. What a night he put together. Caleb First with 13. He hit a 3. He's a good jump shooter. He just doesn't shoot a lot of threes, but he was able to knock one down today. Jake Boyer with 15 points in the game, most of those coming in the second quarter. Gage Sefton with 9. Zane Burke with 12. Marcus Davidson ended up finishing this game with 5 points. That's the stats for Blackhawk Christian. And meanwhile for Lakewood Park, Carter Harmon able to score 10 points in the game. He was the top scorer for his team. Isaiah Bland with 4. Levi Hindle with 5. Cameron Hindle with 4. Grant Merkel with 2. And again, Blackhawk Christian is your winner tonight 107-26. Our Parkview Sports Medicine player of the game is going to be Callan Wood with those 6 threes he knocked down, 5 of those in the first quarter, 20 points in all. So Callan Wood is our Parkview Sports Medicine player of the game. That's going to do it from here at Blackhawk Christian School. For my camera operator, Denise Blaine, I'm Thad Goff saying so long from Blackhawk Christian. Again, the Braves win it 107-26.
Sports Club, Fort Wayne's premier multi-sport facility and home to Empowered Volleyball Academy. With the deepest and most experienced coaching staff in the region, we have had a 100% college recruiting success rate for the last 6 years. Be sure to register for upcoming tryouts at our regular location and our new satellite program, Empowered OVC. If you're looking for a place where you can not only play volleyball but call home, look no further than Empowered.